this was day 4 yesterday. I went down to buy some stuff, and there one Banjaran lady was there. Along with her, there was about 6-year-old girl. So this girl was asking her something, and she just hit her. By that time, she had already crossed me, and we were walking in opposite direction. So I took half a minute to think over. Then I went back. They were walking very fast. Somehow, after about 1 or 2 minutes walking, I could catch them. Then I stopped her. I asked the lady, "Why did you hit her?" That girl was still, crying. So I said, she was a Telugu. She was not able to understand. So she told me Telugu. I tried Kannada, but she couldn't understand. So then I told, with the sign language, I told her that don't hit her, and I held my ears, saying that don't do that. Then the lady also held her 2 ears, and she smiled, said that she will not lie. I took out 100 rupees, gave it to that girl, and then again I took promise from her in the way that in future you will never hit her. So she also felt very happy, although we couldn't communicate verbally, but sign language, it was very good. The lady also smiled. She again held her both her hands, and she promised that she will not hit the girl. It was really wonderful experience.
I have actually expanded my emotional observations and awareness. So beyond IDFAR, I have also got into situations like when I feel lonely, or there have been instances where I have been disappointed or disillusioned about something. I recognize that, I become more aware, and I have started now catching the emotions and ensuring that I use, I give $1 or $2. So as you know that in United States, it's very difficult to actually give money to anyone. So normally now what I do is I tip the driver, because the drivers are different. Number two, something that really happened was I asked one of my colleagues at work, can you get me a change of $10, like $1? And he was very curious that why am I asking for a change? And then I shared that concept with him, and he was very impressed with the concept, and he said, this sounds interesting. And what has happened is that I wanted to go beyond the driver. So now I go for a walk every day. And if anybody has visited US, you will see that there are these performers who actually are on the streets. Somebody will be singing, somebody will be playing a guitar, and they normally keep their caps or something or the other. So normally what I do is I actually give the money to them.
So when I started with this IDFAR from the first Monday, तभी मैंने क्या किया था, पहला हफ्ता I focused only on anger, because I had anger issues from my, I think so, childhood, where I used to get very angry. Then when I started having a little bit of control, I can manage my anger and use that energy into creative way, I shifted to another thing was relationships. I had some turmoil relationships, so I wanted to focus on that. So after that I shifted to my fears. Then I went on, most important, my expectations from my husband, where I was getting hurt very badly, and then from the expectations I moved on to hurt. Like that I started doing one thing, where I know, like, we have that abundance form lakh wala. So I had ticked lakh kya hai. Even in Let's Play Catch and Cook, I got many lakhs. So I was like, I want to focus on this. So that was one thing where I, like, when I get at ease, I move to on another. When I get on ease on one thing, I get on another, so that I'm able to improve myself. That was my main this thing, and it's working wonders with me. So now even if I get upset or something like that, or hurt or something like that, it becomes very easy for me to shift. So the vibration chart jo 40-30 pe aa jata, that suddenly shifts to 60-80, which is wonderful. That is what I'm observing nowadays. Like yesterday was a very hectic day, but at night I was so cool and this thing, like, oh, it's okay, it happens like that. It's okay even if mobile is not working, it's okay. So everything comes to an okayness when I'm doing this IDFAR 100. Yes, in initial stages I spent 800, 1300 and everything. Later on, after a month or 1.5 months, it was like too much of amount, spending 5,000 rupees. And then I was like, no, I cannot do this, because my monthly budget gets affected. So I started spending 50 rupees, and now whenever anything hurt is happening or expectation is not getting fulfilled, I give 50 rupees and I alert myself, Swati, you have to work on this more. Swati, you have to work on this more. And I do a lot of TYT, TOL during this part when I'm applying IDFAR 100. That's how I've been applying every time, like fear, hurt, anger. Not only one focus, but many areas where I know I need to work on.
I used to give it to children to the library, and they used to get happy to receive $1. So one day I was feeling very low and lack about money, and I just went for a walk, and I deliberately took money with me and decided that whoever comes first, I will give it to them. And then suddenly that one man came, and I dared and I gave it to him, and I shared the concept. And I felt that when I shared everything, what is it about, why I'm giving, and I shared that I felt anger and anxious. That's why I'm giving, and this is for the world peace, and you can also do the same thing. After coming back, I felt so relieved. Suddenly, I felt like, yeah, all that, the big block of the lack, it's gone. So that one day was completely changed my life. So thank you so much.